Today on Israel Hayom Insider, American and Israeli firefighters train together to respond to crises, disasters, and trauma. With me in the studio, firefighters Ken Kleiman and Elan Raber. I'm Steve Ganot. So, Ken, you are an Israeli firefighter.
Correct.
Right? You're connected to the Netanya firefighting station,
Yep.
and you work for an organization called the EVP. Tell us
Yep.
about what is the EVP?
EVP is a project that we established in 2006 because of the second Lebanon's war.
Yeah.
We figure out that in time of crisis, because most of the emergency personnel in Israel are also soldiers in the IDF, we've been called for duty, and actually the population that stay behind,
Yeah.
they don't get all the support they're supposed to.
Firefighters go off to reserve duty,
Yeah.
and the civilians are left, in a sense, unprotected.
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm surprised that you guys don't have like a, pator, like that you have to do reserve duty.
Yes, we too, but
That's the way it is.
This is part of life here in Israel, and what we find out that, for example, they call me to the army. I had to leave my post at the fire services, and we joined few people from the security services, like MADA, the ambulance services.
MADA is the Magen David Adom.
Yeah, Magen David Adom, police, fire services, etc. And we said, listen, it can't be. We have to do something.
So you start this organization, which brings firefighters and other first responders,
Yes.
right, from the United States
Yes.
to Israel.
To Israel in time of emergency, and what we do actually is we're going, let's talk about fire fighting. We're going to the state. We are going from station to station. Tells about the needs. The beautiful thing that happened, that people that didn't hear about Israel or didn't know about Israel or didn't know where we are,
Yeah.
the globus. They
Even
said,
on the
first
map.
of all, first of all, firefighters will come and help you. And the main idea is to, it's not to teach, we're not teaching them how to be firefighters, of course, but is to show them our methods,
Yeah.
and to make sure that in time of needs, they'll be able to come here to Israel and help the crews here.
So Elan, you are an American firefighter. What brings an American firefighter to drop everything and come to Israel to volunteer? I don't know how long the program lasts, but you come. This is not the first time you've been here. What motivates you?
Well, first off, Steve, thanks for having us here. Watched your show
pleasure.
many times and finally got an invitation to be in the studio, so thank you for having us. To your question, basically, it's in response to the needs of the Israeli Fire Department and the people of Israel. I am on a program now for the next 10 days where there will be 12 firefighters from the Southern California area, and we are going to be stationed throughout Israel at different stations, working with the firefighters, going on calls, doing drills, doing training.
Now, some of the firefighters are Jewish, some are not Jewish, right?
Right. We have a couple of us that are Jewish. The majority are not, which is a testament to really the reason why people back in the States are showing their support for the people of Israel, regardless of religion, background, ethnicity, whatever. With different media interpretations of how things are going, people want to say, hey, this is the message we're sending. Regardless of what religion you
Politics
practice,
or-
politics, whatever,
You're here to
we're
help.
here to help. And so it's the message we're sending, and it's the need for wanting to see what's going on the front lines here in Israel.
That's terrific. That's terrific. So it's not always from Southern California, right? There are firefighters from all over the United States, right? That
Right.
have done the program before.
Yes.
How many people have come in the in the framework of this EVP?
Until now, we have about 700 firefighters.
700 have
Yes.
Usually
join
like
the project.
Is it usually like this, 15 at a time, 10 at a time, that sort of thing?
In regular basis, yes, because it's easiest for us, to control here, to control them. Again, in time of emergency, last year,
Yeah.
during the
Protective edge,
yeah,
war.
we had 13 firefighters came and was part of the crews in the south. What we intend is that in time of earthquake,
Yeah.
which will be much, it will be a very big issue for us.
Yeah.
Then we'll open the gates, for everybody to come, because
So Israel's on a major fault line, and we're expecting a major earthquake, right?
Yeah.
They happen about once every 100 years or so.
yes,
And
and we're
we're
on the
overdue?
edge. Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to happen. We don't know when, but
Yeah.
it's going to happen. And when that happens, how fast can the crews, people like Elan, get here? They're not going to be here. They're not going to be the first responders.
Yes.
Can they get here in a few days? How does that? does that
We
work?
intend, by the protocols of EVP and of course fire department, we expect them to be on the ground within 72 hours, which means they'll be able to replace the forces that are already working. Listen, in the first 48 hours, people will work around the clock.
Yeah.
Israel works a little bit different from all the other rescue units in the world.
Okay.
Usually, from what we know, when we are going out and help, like in Turkey, for example, we worked around the clock. All the others worked usually until 6 p.m.
And then they stop.
And then they stopped. Yes.
So
and
you're working
Israel
in the dark.
working, 24/7. We split the crews. But
Can you anticipate a situation where EVP volunteers would be together with Israeli firefighters on an overseas mission to a place like Turkey or Nepal or whatever?
first of all, yes, we offered few times our help, and in Nepal, a few months ago, we were on the airport, and then they decided.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yes,
They don't.
They don't need us, but everything is. We are going there. It's
That's
part
really-
of the agenda.
That's really interesting. So, yeah.
Okay, real quickly, I don't mean to interrupt, but
Sure.
before our time runs out, I just first off want to say thanks to you, and of course thanks to Chen. This trip really wouldn't have been able to be possible if it weren't for the donations that we received from home.
Absolutely.
From our friends and family who contributed generously to be here to help subsidize the cost. This is a program that is an out-of-pocket expense, taking our own time to be here volunteering. Although I work for the Los Angeles Fire Department, I'm not being sponsored by them, just trying to represent them in the best light possible. So to everybody back home, thank you for your support. We look to bring a lot of the lessons that we've learned here back home so that we can work together in the future.
Yeah, sure.
And just have a great experience overall.
Well, it sounds like a fantastic program. I mean, you guys are heroes in your everyday life, and I know you don't like to hear that, but you are. And then you're extra heroes when you come over here. You don't have to do this, and you're coming here to help us. So we really, really, really appreciate it. It's amazing. I mean, does this kind of cooperation even happen between other countries, or is this something special to Israel? I've never heard of.
It's something special to Israel, and we are supported by the government. They gave us all the approval to do that. And, because of measure of security, to bring people in time of emergency, you have to go through security.
Sure.
Here, they know about all the volunteers. We have all the names, everything. Even if we'll have problem with how you say
Say it in Hebrew.
like חברות תעופה,
Yeah, the airlines.
airlines company, we get benefits, you know, on with seats. You know, they're going to give us special seats. So we're in a good position.
Very good.
Hopefully, we won't need to use it, but
Yeah. Very good. Well,
Yeah.
Ken Kleiman, Elan Raber, thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. And thank you.
Ken,
And
thanks,
to
buddy.
our
Thanks.
viewers,
Thanks.
thank you for continuing to watch us, following us on Facebook and Twitter, of course. Send us your feedback. We love to get it. And we will see you next time.